So, part 3. So I was thinking about this on my playthrough about Handsome Jack, the character, your villain from the second game. You know, the ending, the guy you kill at the end of 2 that put the situation of Pandora being where it is. Moxie and power. Your impressions of Jack when you first meet him in the prequel, in the pre-sequel, where they're talking about everything. Well, I'm just going to refer to the events in the pre-sequel as everything on Helios and Elpis, because that's, you know, Helios and Elpis happened between the first 2 Pandoras. So that's what you have set up here. Yes, he was watching. Actually, Hyperion was watching, right? They're watching this vault shit. They've been watching this vault shit for a long time. I think Jack was the guy that saw the feed. I don't think anybody was paying attention to that satellite that was watching Pandora, that Hyperion sponsored satellite. It was just something they did. They knew about vaults. There was interesting shit, or probably just, as a corporation, they're probably just seeding fringe worlds to, like, you know, if you detect anything that we can make money off of, you know, beep, 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 somebody will eventually, after corporate bureaucracy, will come and check it out. I think that's what happened. I think Jack saw what happened on Pandora in Borderlands 1 when the 4 vault hunters opened up the vault, because he was trying to secure himself a higher position in Pandora, in Hyperion, basically by trying to get rid of the Atlas Corporation, which is pretty much the top weapons manufacturer. I mean, you know, this is your standard yuppie strategy. If you're going to shoot, aim high. He saw Atlas was interested in Pandora, and he saw that they were trying to not make too much attention that they were interested in Pandora. And I think that's because he knew about sirens, because his daughter's a siren. The rest of the universe knows there are only 6 sirens in existence, so they think no one knows where the rest of the sirens are. You find out later, Maya. But yeah, he already knows that they have a siren. That has to be why they're interested in the world that keeps talking about vaults. This whole child story about the treasure, alien technology, the whole myth. You know, that's where the whole myth comes from, this crazy land of Pandora where everything wants to kill you. So Hyperion's had a satellite out there watching. He saw that feed, and he saw what Atlas was doing on Pandora. So yes, Angel was invited to try to, he set everything in motion to get Atlas hamstrung so that he could open the other vault. And pretty much, yeah, he's going to turn into a resort planet. Obviously, look at opportunity. But I don't know. Considering in part 2, I talked about the state of the world of Pandora at the end of 2. It's still the same as when you got there. Which don't get me wrong. I like the setting of Pandora. I kind of do like the idea of Mos Eisley Cantina being an entire planet where nothing but real badasses show up because, well, there's lots of interesting stuff to shoot and it all wants to kill you. That would attract the type of people that are going to go crazy after these vaults. That does make sense. But, like, I don't know. I look at Jack's actions in it as being made out to be this giant villain. Nah, he really is just kind of a corporate asshole who failed at well, I don't know. You have all these things. Did he start out trying to save his daughter? Because he makes all these allusions in 2 about how she was as a kid, even though he's using her to power the vault key and, you know, just, I don't know. I'm a psychotic, so I can kind of go, maybe this is how we found out how to control. Did Angel kill her mother like he says, talks about, or was that just him fucking talking shit? There's evidence in the pre-sequel that, you know, he really does love his daughter. He just was like, you know, I don't know, in this sci-fi universe, if your daughter's born one of the six most powerful beings in the universe, according to legend, and she kills your mom with siren powers she didn't understand or control, I don't know. I ain't got no morals on that. How do you handle that? He handled it a certain way. Was this the best way? I don't know. Wasn't there. But was this attempting to open the vault initially to try to find a cure for Angel, or at least find something that could help his daughter deal with this siren power stuff that apparently has some connection to this vault thing that are both legends until I had a daughter that was a legend. So yes, if one legend is true, the other legend is true, which is also why I think he was paying attention to Pandora when Atlas made their move ahead of the higher-ups in Pandora and Hyperion, which is why you see him so ahead of the power curve in the pre-sequel. I mean, when the other CEO, God damn it, that fucking tight ass fucker that he ends up choking with his fucking watch chain at the end. Yeah, that asshole. You remember him. If you've played the sequel, pre-sequel, you remember this fucking cunt. I'm using that British slang because he was a fucking asshole. Just awful. Just a gaping sphincter. But so yeah, Jack's painted out to be this bad person, but like here's some of the other stuff as you're playing through the pre-sequel. Like the three scientists he rescues. I gotta give the writing team like props on that because like goddamn Gladstone is the most annoying, idiotic moron. You know, like in fact, I'm getting at 7 minutes. These are going to be 10-minute clips as I'm doing these things because that seems to be the most comfortable pocket to stay in. So I'm going to get into those guys in the next clip because everybody he's set up as the villain. He does a bunch of asshole shit. It's a bunch of psychotic shit. But everybody in this world's psychotic. Everybody at this tail end of the universe, at least, seems to be. Psychosis is the norm for mental disease. It's not something that's the abnormality. It's the baseline. Every character you're introduced to, from Marcus to Scooter to everyone has got this whole, oh no, you fuck with me, I'm gonna turn you into a greasy spot. And that's psychosis. To a T. You know, no one fucks with me, not even me. That's my particular psychotic philosophy. But that's that's psychosis in a nutshell. Anything that's perceived as fucking with you has to pay. Has to. And that's probably why I like Borderlands so much. It's such a gleefully fucking, oh no, I totally get why you're doing that. Every mission you take on Pandora, these people are just going, oh no, that motherfucker did this to me or someone I like. I want you to kill them. And I can relate. So, tap takes or drunk takes as well. So there you go. Tap takes or drunk takes. I'm actually, so like, that's the baseline. That's where, like, for people that don't live in a psychotic society, or at least people that think they don't live in a psychotic society, I happen to know we live in a psychotic society, even in this non-Borderlands world. But I like this. I don't know. This, I like the Borderlands. I like Borderlands because I always loved the scene in the Mos Eisley Cantina in Star Wars. And this world feels like the entire planet is like that. Where, you know, everybody's got their own angle. Everybody's doing their own thing. Some of it's not exactly by the fucking parameters of the law. And some of it's not absolutely all that moral. I mean, some of these people are fucking awful, which is a lot better than painting the fucking false picture Hyperion. Well, even this fringe, even Hyperion, supposedly a corporation, they're supposedly good. You see the straight-laced white tie, but like they're Hyperion, that's accurate in reference to the guns they sell. So no, so yeah, this is your Boba Fett bounty hunters universe, and that's why I love Vol Hunters. They pretty much are. You're your own version of Boba Fett. That's what makes it cool. So yeah, in this Mos Eisley Cantina world, you have Jack, who was trying to make change in the Mos Eisley Cantina world. I don't know where we're gonna end up. However many episodes this is, I'm gonna come to a consensus at the end of this, and that's gonna be my take on Borderlands. Crazy thing to do on a fucking Friday, don't you think? See you next episode.